Importance of detachment on the twin flame union. Yes, let's talk twin flames. So twin flame journey is about ascension. It's not a journey of only the romance and only the lovey-dovey things which we watch in movies or what we do or have done or imagine with our soulmates. A twin flame relationship is much beyond that. It's much bigger. It's much vast. It's at soul level. So yes, detachment is a part of your ascension. You cannot be attached to everything because that would lead you to have a control over people, over situations, and that's not a peaceful place to be. And that ways we can't ascend. So yes, detachment is a part of twin flame journey and it has a big major role, but it does not mean that we need to detach in one go. We do not need to detach, just think about detachment and we detach. No, it's a process. It's a process. We need to go through the process. We need to come to the place of self-love and peace within, and the detachment eventually happens. It happens so smoothly. Yeah, so detachment is important in the twin flame journey, but not forcefully. By doing the inner work and healing your blocks, detachment eventually happens. You're not attached to what's going to happen and not what's going to come next. Yeah. Welcome back to Twin Flames Live. I'm Neeilam, your host here today. Yeah. Talk about control in twin flames. Yeah. Yeah, control in twin flames, or control for that matter itself, is not a peaceful place to be. It's not in alignment with God when we want to control how the other person thinks, how the other person has to be to make us happy, or even controlling the situations. Anything of control doesn't feel good. You all can close your eyes and just feel in that space, you know. How do you feel when you're trying to control situations? When you want certain things to go a certain way? It brings a lot of fear. It brings anxiety. It's not a very peaceful place to be. So it's not in alignment with God. So control in twin flames or controlling twin flames, whatever you meant, is not the thing that we are practicing. We are healing over here. We're healing the blocks. And as we heal the blocks, we let go the control. Because healing the blocks means being aligned with God, easy with our energy, peaceful in our space, and there's no space for control over there then. Yeah. I'm tired of this twin flame journey. What can we do? Okay, it's Himanshi. I know it's tiring. I know it's tiring, but you can make it easy. You don't have to make it so hard on yourself. And trust me, the tool of the mirror exercise is something, but even if you don't want to trust me, just experiment it. Himanshi, just experiment it. And try to do the mirror exercise if you haven't started. And if you have started, please go deeper with it. And have faith, because it's tiring when we do not know where we are going. Once you start seeing the results, when I say results, doesn't mean your twin flame is going to call you now and tell you to come, let's go out for a date and okay, I'm ready to marry you. Nothing of that sort is going to happen immediately, but yes, it is going to eventually happen. But you'll find a lot of gifts on the way, Himanshi, a lot of gifts. And all those gifts are going to bring the peace. They're going to bring a purpose, and that's going to be something that's not going to tire you. You will want to go on and keep choosing this journey again and again. But to reach that place where you're not tired with the journey, you need to have faith and keep doing your inner work. Keep doing your inner work. Keep healing yourself. You will see many gifts on the way other than your union with your twin flame. A lot of gifts. And you will start enjoying the process. So you start enjoying the journey. It's the destination. We are working towards the harmonious union with our twin flame, but you start enjoying the journey. So I just got a divorce from my twin flame. I am a little confused. Okay, so if Elizabeth, he is your twin flame. Okay, if he's your twin flame and you're divorced with your twin flame, it is something that's possible. It's possible because many married couples also who are twin flames, they mirror each other. They have that intensity. They have that scope also because they're 24/7 with each other. So there is a scope that, you know, they would bring out each other's wounds. And it could be small fights. It could be one big fight. It could be any which ways. But then definitely he's mirroring something to you. Through whatever has happened that led to the divorce. So it is possible. You don't need to be confused. It is possible. You just do the same inner work. If you weren't married, you would be doing the mirror exercise, and if you are married to your twin flame, you would in any which ways be doing the mirror exercise. You need to clear your consciousness. It's about your journey with God. It's about your journey with God. As you align with God, as you clear your consciousness, you heal your wounds. These wounds are not given to you by your twin flame. Okay, now this is something that, you know, I learned later on when I started doing my inner work that this is not something my twin flame is doing to me. He's not hurting me. He's not doing anything to me. He's touching that spot where he wants me to take my attention. He's touching that area in my consciousness where he wants to take my attention so that I can look at that place and I can give it love. I can give it all that I want. Taking my attention there is the job of my twin flame. That's his higher self helping me. So it is difficult. I agree to understand it till you don't go deeper with your mirror exercise. So Elizabeth, you don't need to be confused. It can be your twin flame is divorced to you. Keep doing the inner work is again what I would like to say. So no contact is something that's very common in twin flames. It's no contact. Okay, separation is something that I received a question on Instagram also. Why does separation happens? It feels so painful. Yes, it feels painful till you don't understand the deeper meaning, the panoramic view of the whole twin flame journey. Once you start understanding, there's all educative material on Twin Flame Universe website. You can go through that with educative material. You can also download the free introductory course. I repeatedly say this because I know many people are joining us new in the life, and I want everyone to know this magic, this tool, and make a difference in their life like we all have over here. So yeah, so if you look at the panoramic view, you would understand that, it is not your twin flame leaving you or running from you, or there's no separation actually happening. It's just your twin flame showing you something which now needs separation. It's like divinely orchestrated. It's like God telling you, move apart. It's time to do your inner work. It's time to go within. You like to focus because it's so attractive to be with your twin flame. It's so magnetic to be with your twin flame. It's like, bubble phase again and again, and you get lost with your twin flame, and somewhere you lose the alignment with yourself, and also there are previous wounds which you need to heal. So your twin flame mirrors to you, separation happens. So this keeps happening that your twin flame moves away from you. If your twin flame has come back, congratulations. I'm happy for you. We all are happy for you. Now, please don't leave the inner work. That's something that many people do. They do the inner work, or maybe, they start the inner work, or maybe they start believing in the twin flame journey, and they start believing that, he's a mirror, and they start healing their blocks. And then they leave it, once they are back with their twin flame, they feel, okay, now it's like my twin flame is back. So it's not like that. It's a journey. It's a journey which you have to continue with your twin flame in the future also. It's not something like you heal it and it's over. It's not over. It's a lifestyle. Yeah. So Ascension is a lifestyle. So please, congratulations that your twin flame is back. Please keep doing the inner work. Even the smallest trigger, don't numb out to it. Look at it, do the mirror exercise to heal it, and you can continue staying with your twin flame, and you can be happy with your twin flame. You meet your twin flame before self-love or after, or both? Okay, it's a nice question. Prana Azadi, if you have met your twin flame, if you have met that person, that one person who you feel very intense relationship with, if you have never felt that relationship with anybody in your life, and now you feel it with that person, and there is this deep feeling inside that this is a very special relationship, it's a twin flame relationship, it is possible that he triggers you to go and do your inner work and practice self-love, and self-love becomes an after effect of meeting your twin flame. Now in some cases I have seen that the twin flames have not yet met, and they have been triggered by catalysts in their life, by karmics in their life, by episodes in their life and other relationships, I must say. And then those triggers have provoked them, have pushed them, have motivated them to do their inner work, or to go inside, to do the inner job. Maybe they're not doing the mirror exercise, but they've started going inward, and they've started realizing, why am I wasting my time on this planet, and why don't I do something about my job, my career, my finance, my health, everything. And then they start focusing on their life, and it's a very inside thing that changes within them because of the pain of the relationships from karmics and catalysts outside. And then when they get into self-love, in those cases they attract their twin flame into their life. So both the things are possible, Prana Azadi. Both the things can happen. In any which ways, twin flame journey is about self-love. It's about alignment with God. It's about you and God first. The moment you align with God, become your authentic self, you attract your twin flame into your physical reality. How to cut cords? It's all good, people. How to cut cords? You can cut cords with people. You have a lot of cord cutting meditations. You have You can also go to certain healers who would help you cut cords, but you can never cut cords with twin flames. That's the news. I mean, if somebody promises you, I don't think it's right. You can never cut cords with your twin flame. And I know many of you agree over here. I would really like to know your views upon this. Many of you must have tried to get out of the relationship and, try to move on and try to do all those karmic, those things we do with karmics and soulmates, and let's go and date somebody else, having rebound in relationship. I'm sure many of you all must have or tried to move on, kept themselves busy with work and said, I don't care a damn about my twin flame. But then they have this energy cord that is constantly connected with your twin flame, constantly, because you can never cut cords, energetic cords you can never cut with your twin flame. You may physically run away from them, but you can never energetically get away from them. That's about twin flames. So how can I communicate telepathy with my twin flame? Okay, so telepathy is something that happens again through the process of doing the inner work and clearing your consciousness. So it's like we don't need to set a goal that we want to do telepathy with our twin flame, because that again is a control, if I make sense. So it's like a control. So yes, you can have a desire of telepathy with your twin flame and just surrender the desire to God. Keep doing your inner work, keep clearing your consciousness, keep becoming your authentic self. Ask yourself, where are you not being your authentic self? Where is it that you're conditioned by the society, by the people? Are you really being who you are? Are you really doing what you really want in all aspects of life? All. If you are in your authentic self, you would get those miracles happening in your life. You would get those magic sparkles happening in your life, and telepathy is one of them. You have, these. Everybody has different subtle powers coming in, and you can feel a lot of things resonating with your twin flame, with things happening, synchronicities happening, and telepathy is one of them. But the key rule is you cannot just have telepathy with your twin flame. You have to work towards it by surrendering the desire to God. So yeah, that's about it. How detachment looks like in separation phase. Okay. So detachment as in, okay, so when you're in a separation phase, initially the separations are painful because they kind of feel this is not working, and your mind takes over. This is just bullshit. I am suffering with this person. This person is like this. As you start doing inner work, you start taking responsibility of all the upsets, and you understand that this is a journey, a spiritual journey. It's not a mental game. And the more separations those happen, the separations keep happening as you progress in the journey, the later separations, you feel that, there is something that is divinely happening. And you don't have to control, because controlling, you understand by then, that feels really, really bad. It feels sad. At that point of time, detachment would feel like you don't have an obsession. You can't forget your twin flame. You won't be obsessed with your twin flame. You won't be wanting to know what is he doing, where is he going, who is he with, and those things really won't haunt your mind. You know what I mean by haunt? They won't haunt your mind. So it will be a very subtle energy there where you feel the love for your twin flame when you sit with it, and you don't have any grudges against your twin flame, and the detachment would feel like, okay, so I'm holding space for my twin flame, and I have no grudges. So it will be a very, very subtle energy. Obsession will go. Mohini Sharma, to sum it up, obsession will go. Obsession will not be there. And that's how detachment phase in the separation phase. I'm in process, Hina, yeah. Still not sure who's my twin flame. That's fine, Hina. If it is always something that does not come immediately, because sometimes it takes the mind time to believe who's your twin flame. Even believing that there is a twin flame journey takes time. So it's okay. Just work your way through. Understand that a twin flame relationship will be very intense relationship. The love will be intense. The hatred will be intense. When I say hatred, there is no actual hatred between twin flames. But, the grudges would be intense. The fights would be intense. Everything is intense between twin flames. So you can check that with the person you feel is your twin flame. And you don't need to just publish it somewhere. You don't need to, do anything about it. Just surrender to God that you want your twin flame to be revealed. And the only process for your twin flame to be revealed is to get away and shed out all the layers that are false. That means anything on, that is not authentic in you. Anything where you are masking yourself, your consciousness. every wound that you're carrying from the past, when all that keeps shedding, what lies inside is the truth, your twin flame. It will be revealed to you. But you cannot just say, okay, now you have to tell me who's your twin flame. No coach, no guru. Nobody can tell you that. You have to do your work. You have to do your spiritual work. Do the mirror exercise. And see, do the mirror exercise, you feel elevated. You feel ascended. You feel aligned with God. Your choices change. You change. There's a transformation in you. And when that happens, that's the time it will be revealed to you from the heart space, not from the mind space. You would not need to ask anybody. You would know who your twin flame is. It will be so loud and clear by your soul's voice. Yeah. How to know your block has been removed? Okay. So Pranazadi, so when you do the mirror exercise, if you have done the mirror exercise, you would resonate with what I'm about to say. So when you do the mirror exercise, you feel an instant peace at the place where the trigger, your upset is there, and with your twin flame or any upset for that matter, when you're healing it with the mirror exercise, you feel instant peace. Now, it is possible that, the same upsets keep coming. Yeah. So there are some blocks in us that are going to take some time. They're going to come up in layers because these are wounds from the past. They are belief systems that don't serve us. They are not our belief systems. They are belief systems that we have picked up from our friends, our society, from fear-based situations. So those belief systems and all keep shedding in layers. So how do you know your block is removed? Is you will, for example, if you have a block of fear of judgment, you keep healing that. Whenever there's a trigger where people are judging you and it's hurting you, you keep healing that, and eventually you would know one day that it doesn't really matter to you, and then you say, oh, I'm a transformed person. That's how we heal block one after the other, and then we transform, we ascend, and we become our better versions. Yeah, so that is how you know your block is removed. You don't feel that emotion that triggers you again and again. How to let go of this karmic spouse? Yeah, Tanya. How to let go of the karmic spouse is you need to do your inner work again. So what happens is when we do our mirror exercise, we ascend and we find peace within. Whatever we need from our twin flame, we start finding that within ourselves. It looks unbelievable for the people who haven't started doing the mirror exercise, but I'm sure the ones who have started can see what I mean. So once you start doing the inner work, the spiritual work, you will see that you are in self-love. You can give yourself everything that you desire. And once that happens, you stop giving energy outside of you to what is this person going to give me, right? And that is an energy leak. When you stop that energy leak, your karmic spouse also would find a way out. Don't ask me how it's going to happen, because this is faith. When you know how it's going to happen, that's calculation. When you believe that God is going to align you with your highest good, that is faith. So keep doing that inner work, and your karmic spouse will find the exit. It's going to happen smoothly. It's going to happen divinely planned when you do it the spiritual way, not forcefully. You should be prepared. You should go one step at a time. Be compassionate towards yourself while you do it. So your karmic spouse has to leave. But he's not going to leave if you just wait for him to leave without doing the spiritual work, Tanya. Kinjal, I want to get married. How to get that? You want to get married, Kinjal? You want to get married to your twin flame? That's a beautiful desire, but I really didn't get your question. You want to get married, you can get married, but then you have to do your work. With the twin flame, it does not happen like soulmates, okay? I'm going to impress him, I'm going to promise him, I'm going to please him, and then my twin flame is going to do everything for me. It doesn't happen. You have to be your authentic self. You have to be balanced. You have to be aligned with God for having your twin flame in your life. And marriage is a possibility. Everything is possible with your twin flame. You have to manifest it. You have to choose and surrender to God. How to recognize blockage? When you get triggered. Triggers are basically pointing to, when I say triggers, it's like your twin flame or anything around you, anybody around you says or does something that, that really makes you very angry, very hurt, very upset, and beyond the limit, you feel very uncomfortable, it's unpleasant. And that kind of a thing, trigger, what I'm talking about, it directs you towards the block within you. So, universal truth, The spiritual truth is that nothing can be manifested in your outer reality unless and until you hold that vibration inside. I repeat, anything in your outer reality is not going to happen unless and until you hold that vibration within yourself. And when I say hold your vibration, it means when you hold a vibration of fear, you tend to attract situations or relationships that will trigger that fear even more. So any vibration other than love, any vibration other than God, any vibration other than peace is going to be triggered from the outside. And when you see that trigger, it will point towards a blockage inside you. So that's how you know you recognize your blockage. So if somebody is like saying something to you and is making you angry, okay, what is it that he said? Was he judging you? Was he judging you on your physical personality? If he was judging you on your physical personality and was making you angry, so your blockage lies somewhere in self-worth. Does that make sense, Shreya? So it is about seeing where the trigger is coming, not from whom it's coming, where it's hitting. Where is the trigger directing towards? There your blockage lies. Ma'am, what should I do to do or say while doing mirror exercise? Okay, Imli, I would say that do watch the YouTube channel where mirror exercise is nicely illustrated. It's a nice animation, a cute animation. I begin my journey by first watching that mirror exercise on YouTube. So I would suggest that watch that 4-step exercise. Otherwise, you don't need to say or do anything. You need to feel it, right? So you need to first feel. Step number 1, where is your twin flame upsetting you? What is the upset? Sorry. Just feel it. Feel the upset. If he's making you angry, feel the anger. If he's making you jealous, feel the jealousy. If he's making you feel that you're not worthy, keep feeling that place that is not feeling worthy. Then step number 2, see inside your consciousness. Feel it. Where is it that you feel that for yourself? Where is it that, you feel that you're not worthy? Where is it that you feel that you're not committed to yourself? Whatever you're feeling from your twin flame, mirror it back to yourself in step number 2. Step number 3, ask yourself. That's your inner child. That's your wounded part. Ask that part in your consciousness, what does it need? What does it need? And if this whole process does not make sense to you, please take support with an Ascension coach to get started with your mirror exercise. It is so profound. It is so useful tool. And if it is used, with support, it's so compassionate doing that with yourself. We invest in different places in our life. We invest on our beauty. We invest on our, our gadgets. We invest on our books. We invest. It's an investment. It's an investment on your spiritual journey. It's an investment. So yeah, do take support with an Ascension coach if you're not able to move through these steps. So step number 3 was asking yourself, what do you need in that space? And step number 4, giving that to yourself and bringing that place to peace. You would feel the peace when you do the mirror exercise correctly. You would feel there is this energy where you feel so calm and aligned with God. Yeah, so that's about the mirror exercise, Imli. I hope you understood from this. And practice will really help you, because the more you do the mirror exercise, the more you go deeper with because we have a lot of deep layers in our consciousness. To go deeper, you will have to do it again and again and again. You cannot just do it once and say, okay, I want to it's like a muscle being made in the gym. It's like, it's like eating, it's like drinking, it's like having a bath. You do it every day because you want to, stay healthy. So you eat every day. You want to have a bath because you want to stay, keep your body clean every day. So doing the mirror exercise, doing the inner work every day is just same. It's a lifestyle. It's something that every day your consciousness needs to be wiped and cleaned and, nurtured and cared. And every day you're getting better and better. The last step of mirror exercise, when you found your block, what is it? Okay, Pranazadi. So the last step is you give yourself everything that you want over there. So if there's part of you who's not committing to herself, ask her, why are you not committing to yourself? If you're not committing to yourself, you will see that place, because this is the truth. Many people go into denial in the beginning. Oh no, I don't think I'm not doing that, what my twin flame is doing. So there is this place where you have to humble down. You have to become humble and you have to accept that this is a spiritual truth. So Once you have seen that place, you're not committing to yourself. This is just an example I'm giving you, that you're not committing to yourself. Could be something that your twin flame is not committing to you, and then you ask yourself, where are you not committing to yourself? You see that place, you ask yourself, what do you need? And then you give yourself love over there. You give yourself love over there in the fourth step and integrate it. The peace over there, feel it, stay in that place. Don't be in a rush, because that's your inner child. That's a part of you who has been asking for that commitment from a long time. Whatever it's asking for at that point of time, that love, the affection, whatever it says, it's wanting that from a very long time. It's not that your twin flame has triggered you and that's why you have to want that particular thing. Yeah, you want love. It's because you're not giving love. It's because you're not committed. It's because you feel a lack. It's because you have fears. Your twin flame is triggering you. And when your twin flame is triggering you, you need to give all that to yourself and stay in that peace, because it's been long that part of yours has been wanting to be loved and nurtured and cared and all of that. So fourth step is about that. Yeah, essential code. How to go as deep as with an ascension code. So yeah, rose gold bunny, I think what you mean is, how do you go deeper with your inner work with an essential code? So you need to, if you have started the inner work with an essential coach, I really don't know what exactly the question means, but if you haven't, you need to go to Twin Flames Universe website. There you will find a list of coaches. You need to choose your coach. You need to click on that and take your first session, which mostly is a discounted session, and you can move through a block in that session with whatever's triggering you in that particular period of time, and you can move through it, and you can go deeper and deeper with your coach if you continue to work with your coach. And that's how I think that's what your question meant. Yeah, you can become a ascension coach, Nikita Singh. You can, yes. You can start working on yourself first, and then you can start feeling into all your feelings. Go through the products on Twin Flame Universe website, and firstly download the free introductory course if you haven't, and move one step at a time, and you would get the divine guidance. And you can always reach out to Twin Flames Universe if you want to become a coach. Praying more helps. Yeah, praying helps. Yes, it does help. But then what is praying? Praying is about telling the universe that we trust the universe, but the universe always wants us as conscious beings to do our part, and our part is to clear our consciousness, ascend. Yeah, I think we have covered most of the questions. How to know we are ascending? Shivani, okay, you would know you're ascending when you feel good about your life. You stay more in the present. You're not worrying about your past. You hold no shame, no guilt about what you have done in the past. You hold no victim mentality about what's happened to you in the past. You do not worry about the future. You feel more surrendered to God and Almighty, and you stay more in the present. So that's the way you know that your ascension, you're ascending. You're a better version of yourself. You see yourself in what you were and what you are now. You see that all that is happening. Thank you everybody. I'll have to leave now, and thank you for joining me today on this live. It is like a family. It feels so nice connecting with all of you and some active participants. Prana Azadi, I'll pick that question next time because we are short of time now. It was lovely having all of you here. Thank you for joining me. Have a great week ahead. Good night.